20, we are at 27 players. The first question of round 1 is a practice question. The practice question will not go against you. This is just so that everyone can see what CrowdPro will look like and how it will react to your question. You have 30 seconds to answer the question. The faster you answer it, the more points are awarded to you based on 10 points. Okay, so all of this is just for fun. Having said that, you're all being scored. Alright, is everyone ready? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Now remember, I will be reading out the question first, then I'll go ahead and initiate the actual answering. So here's the practice question. Alright, number 1, what is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? Now you can see that it is currently displaying 30 seconds, 10 points, and you do not see any answer options. So I will, well, we're up to 28 players now. I will say the question out loud, and now I'm going to initiate the timer. You have 30 seconds. Alright, and I don't know why it isn't actually doing it. Is it displaying it for everybody? Okay, my questions only just popped up, and the timer has run out. So I don't know if that happened to anybody else. Remember, this is the practice. Okay, and this is exactly what we have, a practice round. Someone just mentioned yours had all the privacy policies up. Not sure what the hell that was about. However, I did get 19 answers from that, so congratulations to everybody. Once the timer runs out and I let the stream do its bit of, there's a little bit of latency, a little bit of lag, I will also go ahead and show the correct answer. The correct answer, of course, is Hedwig. That is Harry Potter's pet owl. Okay, Diana mentions that hers worked. Was everyone able to go ahead and see the answers and the multiple choice and then the actual answer? Because as of now we're starting to award points. You were not awarded points for this question. Again, this is the practice question. If everyone feels comfortable with this, we're going to go ahead and move on, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Also, I just noticed the music might be a little loud. Yours just loaded, Anna? Okay. Well, let me know how it works with this next question. Okay, I'm getting a good amount of confirmations here that it did go ahead and work. I'm going to initiate the second question. Alright, everyone ready? Alright, next question. Often called the most boring class in Hogwarts, who teaches history of magic? Is it Professor Septima Vector, Professor Wilhelmina Grubbly-Plank, Professor Cuthbert Binns, or Professor Aurora Sinestra? Who teaches history of magic? I'm getting an Alright, and that is time. Alright, we got several answers on that one. Let's go ahead and see what the correct answer is. Alright, and it is Professor Binns. Professor Binns teaches history of magic. He He's a bit different than the other teachers. For those who may not know, he is actually a ghost. So a ghost teaches history of magic. It goes that he fell asleep in front of a chair in front of a fire inside of the, what I guess would be the teacher's lounge at Hogwarts, and he passed away while he was sleeping. Unaware of this, his ghost still got up and wanted to go teach the class, and that's just what he's been doing ever since. All right, did that work for everybody? Everyone okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on now. We're moving on to question number 3. Question number 3. To which Hogwarts house was Lucius Malfoy sorted into? Now we're talking about Lucius Malfoy. You gotta be very careful. Was he a Ravenclaw, a Slytherin, a Gryffindor, or a Hufflepuff? Alright, counting down, counting down. Alright, and that is time, and it looks like many of you did get it correct, but some of you did answer Ravenclaw, and someone did answer Gryffindor. The correct answer, of course, he's a Malfoy. He was sorted into Slytherin. If you remember back in Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, depending on which version you read, when we first meet Draco Malfoy, he does mention that his whole family comes from Slytherin. Okay, we're also up to 29 players. I'm not sure who else has joined. Hello, anyone new? I haven't seen you in the stream. Let me know if you can still play, because we are at capacity, but it's still letting us have people join, so this is great. Alright, for anyone new, we are moving on to question number 4. Question 4. Where does Harry find... Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the Deathly Hallows spoiler one. So anyone who has not finished Deathly Hallows, don't continue. Sorry about that. Sorry. In my defense, it's the first time we're doing this. I gotta make sure I stay more on top of that. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. For those of you who wish to avoid Deathly Hallows spoilers, please skip this next question. Okay, and moving on to this question. Go ahead, mute your chats. Don't look at your phones. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Question number 4. Where does Harry find Ravenclaw's diadem during the Battle of Hogwarts? Remember, we gotta go ahead and find that. Is it in the dungeons, the Ravenclaw common room, the room of requirements, or in Mr. Filch's office? Alright, timer counting down. Alright, couple more seconds. I already see a lot of answers coming in. I got 17 answers and there's 29 of you. Oh, 18. Alright, and that is time. And the correct answer for this particular question is the room of requirement. Remember that Harry goes in there after coming out of the Ravenclaw common room. He thought he could get some clues there. If you remember, that's also the infamous Harry Carrow's scene. If you remember that from the books, great scene. I'm gonna go ahead and type in here. Okay, I did type in the chat. The spoiler is over for those of you who had to go ahead and turn away. Okay, and now we should not see any other. I made sure to check through these. We will have another Deathly Hallows related question in round 3. Alright, we're moving on to question number 5. Question 5. What is the name of the sweets shop in Hogsmeade? Is it Honeydukes, Sugar Dukes, Madame Puttyfoot's Tea Shop, or Honey Puff? Alright, I do see some of the answers coming in. A lot of you are doing really well. However, let's just remember that this is only part 1. So keep it up. Alright, that is time and the correct answer is, of course, Honeydukes. Honeydukes is the most famous sweet shop in all of Hogsmeade. There are some other ones, but not particularly like Honeydukes. Honeydukes is the best one. Just like there's other joke shops other than Zonko's. Alright, so because I can't see how many of you answered. Some of you did answer Honey Puffs. So close, you're so close. But most of you did answer Honeyduke, so congratulations. Now that is 5 questions. What I'll do after 5 questions is I will actually bring up the rankings. This is our leaderboard. Remember, the faster that you answer, the faster that you answer the question, the more points you are awarded. If you still answer the question, you are still awarded points, but some of you are answering faster than others. Also, competitor to Around the Corner Candy. Around the Corner Candy is actually still in operation. They do curbside pickup if you still want some. Seeing as I did just drop Honeydukes, and now all of us probably have a sweet tooth going. Alright, so our rankings. Alright, we have Bex with a very impressive 40 points in round 1. Hogwarts Hudson. We have 39. Very, very close. Bex, be careful. We also have Hufflepuff Blake. Hufflepuff. Ooh. With 37 points. And there's everybody else. And we also have everyone else because we have so many people in our stream. You may not see your name right away. You can see that it is going and going. Alright, so that is after 5 questions. However, do not get comfortable. Allison and the Kriegels are tied. Nope, look at that. Got tied. Also, Human Person. I'm not sure who Human... I have an idea of who Human Person is. But they are last place at 0 points. 0 points. Uh-oh. Kriegels, Allison's coming for you. I don't know who that is, but she's coming for you. Alright, moving on to question number 6. Question 6. How many points do you get for catching the golden snitch in a game of Quidditch? Is it 150, 100, 50, or 75? Ooh, some of you are so good. because answered that the second it became available. Alright, few more seconds. Counting down, counting down. Alright, and that is time. And of course, the correct answer is 150. You are awarded 150 points in a game of Quidditch for catching the golden snitch. So you gotta be very sure that your team is ahead enough to go ahead and win this. For those of you who remember, in Goblet of Fire, Victor Krum, who was playing in the Quidditch World Cup for Bulgaria, did catch the snitch, but Ireland was already so far ahead that the award of 150 points, which, remember, catching the snitch ends the game. His team was not far enough ahead, and because he caught the snitch, the game was over, and Ireland had won because they had more points despite the 150 point boost that Bulgaria had gotten. Okay, most of you got that. All right. Some of you didn't. It's cool. Thank you for participating. Moving on to question number 7. At what shop does Harry Potter purchase his wand? Is it Wiseacre's Wizarding Equipment, Tomes and Scrolls, the Leaky Cauldron, or Ollivander's? Also, someone tell me my shirt collar wasn't on right. How long have I been sitting like this? Oh, we're up to 30 players now. Hello, anyone new? If you're not able to get into CrowdPer, which is what we're using for our trivia, you're more than welcome to participate in our chat. Yeah. We are at 30. Alright, that is time and the correct answer is Ollivander's. Harry Potter purchases his wand from Ollivander's, and those who answered the question, 100% correct. Everyone got it. Congratulations. 100% of the answers chose correctly. Now, if you're ever able to go into the Wizarding World parks that Universal has, either in California or Florida, there is an Ollivander's experience. Take note, though, they typically choose children to go ahead and participate in those. I have seen some adults be chosen to participate. It's only one person per group, and it's as many people as they can fit into that tiny space. But if you're ever able to do it, or even watch it, it's actually really worth it. Just don't wait and 90 minutes to get in. Wait until the time isn't so bad. There are actually 2 locations at each park since the Wizarding World is so large. There is one in Diagon Alley, and there is one in Hogsmeade. Also, it looks like Delta's dog is named Ollivander. Great choice. Great choice for a dog. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and... Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. Now, some of you may be thinking, this is a bit easy. Remember, this is round 1. Round 1. Alright, moving on to question number 8 of round 1. What is Lord Voldemort's real name? Is it Tom Marvolo Riddle, Tom Elvis Riddle, Tom Mario Slytherin, or Thomas Riddle? Alright, counting down, counting down. Ooh, I thought this one would stump some of you. Okay, we are at 18 answers. All right, and that is time. And of course, the correct answer for this one is Tom Marvolo Riddle. Tom Marvolo Riddle is Lord Voldemort's real name. If you go ahead and move around Tom Marvolo Riddle, like we saw in Chamber of Secrets, it does spell out I am Lord Voldemort. Now, fun fact, because the lettering he does, while they're down in Chamber of Secrets, has to form I am Lord Voldemort. And because the Harry Potter books have been translated into so many languages, whomever is translating has to make sure that they adhere to certain things. So in order to have I am Lord Voldemort in other languages like French, Je suis Lord Voldemort, they actually had to go ahead and change Tom's name. His middle name is actually Elvis in the French translations of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So it's Elvis. Je suis Voldemort. Alright, a lot of you got that correct. Very good. Now we're approaching the end of round 1. We're moving on to question 9. After question 10, I will be displaying the leaderboard just to see where everyone is at that time. Let's move on to question 9. Question 9. When is Harry Potter's birthday? Is it July 31st, September 29th, July 30th, or March 1st? Alright, and that is time, and this was a mixed bag. This one I did wonder about. It looks like the majority of you did answer correctly. The correct answer being July 31st. July 31st is Harry Potter's birthday. Some of you did answer July 30th. That is actually Neville's birthday. So remember during those, I believe it was in Order of the Phoenix, when we were wondering, okay, who's actually the chosen one? Because it could very well also be Neville. Because Professor Trelawney's prediction did say that a child would be born as the 7th month dies. And since Neville and Harry both have end of July birthdays, it could have easily been Neville who was the chosen one. As we know, it was not. It was Harry, though Neville. July 30th is Neville's birthday. September 19th is Hermione. So Hermione's birthday is September 19th, and March 1st is actually Ron's birthday. Okay, so a couple of you did answer incorrectly. That's cool. Just remember that those birthdays, they're also very significant. I just happened to ask for Harry's. Alright, 10th and final question of round 1. According to rumor, which Hogwarts teaching position is cursed? Is it the caretaker position, the potions master position, the defense against the dark arts position, or the groundskeeper position? Done. Let me see. Alright, and for those who answered, I didn't stump any of you, did I? We have 100% correct answer, and of course the correct answer for this one is the Defense Against the Dark Arts position. The Defense Against the Dark Arts professor position is said to be cursed. Although, if you think about it, we are not sure. I mean, I don't have the exact number with me right now, but how long did Professor Quirrell teach Defense Against the Dark Arts? Because we know he went away for a while and came back. And we all know what he went to do. But then we have Gilderoy Lockhart. Barely lasted the year. Then we have Professor Lupin. Again, out by the end of the year. Then we have Mad-Eye Moody. And we all know what is up with Mad-Eye Moody. And then we have Dolores Umbridge. Arguably, actually not even arguably, the worst Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher ever. And then Half-Blood Prince. The guy who always wanted the position, got it. Alright, someone just mentioned that Quirrell was only Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher for a year. I know he had been a professor at Hogwarts. I just was not sure how... Oh, he was Muggle Studies before that? Okay, I did wonder about that. Okay, so you heard it here. Quirrell was only Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher for a year. He transferred over from Muggle Studies. Alright, and like I said, that is the 10th question. That is the end of round 1. Alright, congratulations everybody. Let's go ahead and see our rankings. Alright, and it looks like Bex still holds a very strong lead with 90 points. Followed very, very closely by Hogwarts Hudson at 86. Hufflepuff Blake at 85. And then I'm just waiting for all the names to come back. Okay, Tiffany and Anna and Diesel, 77, 74, and 74. I think it went away. Okay, Human Person, still 0. Alright, oh, it came back. Ava and Hayden, 69 points. Craig, sorry, it went away again. Oh, wait, Voldemort himself is playing? Voldemort, you're only at 53, man. I thought you were supposed to be really bright. You were head boy. Alright, so right now, what we're going to do, we're going to head on over to... Oh, getting a note here. Someone is saying people will start thinking you're up to something. I love the dots. You gotta have that emphasis there. Alan Rickman did an amazing job as Snape. Bex is undefeated in this. That was just round 1. Though I don't doubt you'll probably do very well in the next one. Alright, I am going to go ahead and warp everybody to round 2. So there shouldn't be anything you need to do on your end. Please let me know if I lose you. I am going to warp all of you to the next round. Let me go ahead and do that. As soon as I find it. Here we go. Moving everyone over to Harry Potter Trivia 2. Warping everyone. Alright, Kimberly mentioned this is so fun. Thank you. Alright, so right now it looks like I only have 23 of 20 people available here for round 2. You should see on your screen like I have right over here. Harry Potter Trivia round 2 game will begin shortly. Did I lose any of you? If I did and you're trying to log back in, the game code is at the bottom of the screen. For round 2, it's B like baby, F for P like peanut, and B like butter, so peanut butter. It looks, Aaron says that your points have gone away. Your points are being tallied. They should be tallied. That's how I have it set up here in CrowdPer. So hopefully they didn't completely go away. They didn't go away the last time we tried this. We did have them go ahead and... Sorry, I just got distracted. Round warp. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. Delta, you are very correct. But now you gotta finish it, because now it's gonna be stuck in all our heads. Alright, and what I'm going to do, I am actually going to turn off my camera really quickly. Because there is something I need to do real quick. So the mic will still be on. I can still see your chat. Put your hands on your hips. I don't know. Alright, and now I'm back. What did I go do? I'm going to change my tie. Okay, so this is Prisoner of Azkaban era tie from the movies. I was wearing movies 1 and 2 style tie a little while ago. Is it important? Of course not. Do I want to do it? Yes. Because yeah, I have more than one Hufflepuff tie. Hufflepuff pride, people. Alright, so it looks like I am up to 24 players in this round. Everyone who is participating, is everyone ready? Alright, we're going to go ahead and initiate this question. Now, the first question of round 2 is not a practice question. This will count for points. So go ahead and everyone's ready. Yes, enthusiasm. Alright, so these next questions all count for points. No more practice. I think you guys got this. Alright, so I'm going to initiate. You okay? The first question. What does the 7th year Hogwarts student test, NEWT, stand for? Never-ending and exhausting wizarding test, nastily exhausting wizarding test, nauseatingly exhausting wizarding test, or nutty and exciting wizarding test? Oh, we already got... Someone already answered. Oh, there we go. They're coming in. Oh, I got some of you with this one. Not that I'm happy that you guys got the wrong answer. I'm just celebrating. Alright, got a few more seconds. Alright, and that is time. We got a mixed bag of answers on this one. You go ahead. Correct answer is the nastily exhausting wizarding test. So those are the tests that the 7th years have to go ahead and take. Alright, and just like we saw in earlier years, when you're younger, you take the owls. So in 7th year, you take the newts. Sometimes I wonder why Muggle tests aren't called this. Like, you got newt. They're just pointedly saying this is going to be nastily exhausting. So if like you had to take the SATs again, or the SATs again, what would that be an acronym for? Alright, so I'm not going to show the leaderboard just yet. Remember, that is after question 5. So we are moving on to question number 2. In Chamber of Secrets, who was teasing Moaning Myrtle before she died? Was it Narcissa Black, Tom Riddle, Olive Hornby, or Millicent Bulstrode? Gonna go see how we are answering this one. Alright, got a mixed bag of answers on this one as well. Alright, that should be time for everybody. And correct answer on this one is Olive Hornby. Olive Hornby was teasing poor Myrtle just before she ran into the bathroom and was crying in the stall. Remember in Chamber of Secrets, just before Harry and Ron descend into the chamber, they are speaking with Myrtle, and she said, yep, Olive Hornby was teasing her about her glasses. She ran into the bathroom to escape. She was in the stall crying. Then she heard a boy's voice. She got speaking a strange language, and she got out to tell off the boy that this wasn't their bathroom. They could go use theirs. And that's when she saw the basilisk eyes, and we all know what happened to poor Myrtle. Also, fun facts, apparently now it's canon, Myrtle was a Ravenclaw. So if any Ravenclaws out there, Myrtle was in your house. Alright, moving on to question number 3. And there shouldn't have been that question. Sorry, I just saw another one. This is a Deathly Hallows spoiler question. So if you are purposely avoiding Deathly Hallows spoilers, this is something that happens early on. And if you don't want to see it, turn away now. Okay, I am going to move on to question 3, the spoiler question. I will go ahead and put in the chat when it's safe to come back. Alright, in Deathly Hallows, George Weasley lost which body part? Was it his left hand, his left ear, his right hand, or his left eye? Also, we're up to 25 players now. We did lose a few people. Alright, 94% of you have answered this correctly. Alright, and that is time. Correct answer. Correct answer is, of course, George Weasley lost his left ear. His left ear during the during the chapter of the Seven Potters. Because Fred asked him, "How are you feeling?" George answered, "Holy," confusing Fred. And then he pointed to his ear. Holy. Also, the stream did buffer just now. Okay, and most of you got that correct. There is the one person who did. No, it was the ear. Yeah, the person who didn't get it. Still good, still very early. I don't know if some of you have been noticing, but round 2 questions are worth slightly more points. So for those of you who have been falling behind a little bit, now's your chance. You can go ahead and climb your way back up. And now we're up to 27 players. Hello, people. I don't see you in the chat, so I'm not sure who all of you are, but welcome. Okay, moving on to question number 4. Now this one might stump a few of you. Who says every human life is worth saving? Oh, I'm sorry, is the same and worth saving. Every human life is worth the same and worth saving. Was it Remus Lupin, Hermione Granger, Cornelius Fudge, or Kingsley Shacklebolt? Okay, few more seconds on this one. Mixed bag of answers on this one. right, and that is time. Mixed bag of questions or of answers on this one. Now, funny enough, let me go ahead and display the correct answer real quick. The correct answer being Kingsley Shacklebolt. Kingsley Shacklebolt went ahead and said that. Every human life is the same and worth saving. Now, I did purposely add all of these other names because it is very conceivable that a lot of these other characters did. We can easily see Hermione saying this. We can easily see Lupin saying this. Funny enough, though, not one person chose Fudge as the answer because it is not at all conceivable that he would have said something like that, since he was more than willing to not pay attention to Voldemort's return. Fudge is a bum. Yep, he is. Now, I'm not sure if any of you are acquainted with what is known as Wizard Rock. Wizard Rock, it's rock with a W, W-R-O-C-K. There is a very famous Harry and the Potters song called Cornelius Fudge is a, and I will not say because there are children present. Rock! Yeah, you know it now. There's a very, very famous Harry and the Potter song. And it kind of surmises Fudge very well. So if you're ever just wondering, look that up. Harry and the Potters, Cornelius Fudge is a, and it should autofill it for you. Alright, moving on to question number 5. At the end of this question, I will also show the leaderboard so you can see where you currently stand. Alright, question number 5. Complete the quote from Goblet of Fire. Bone of the Father, blank. Is it willingly sacrificed, unknowingly given, forcibly taken, unwillingly sacrificed? Okay, let me just see how we're doing. Oh! Some of you are still answering. Alright, that's alright. A few more seconds. Alright, that is time. And again, more mixed bag questions. Oh, I'm sorry, mixed bag answers. The correct answer being unknowingly given. So this quote comes from the scene in Goblet of Fire where Harry and Cedric have been portkeyed over to the graveyard. And poor Cedric, we know what happened to poor Cedric. And here, Voldemort, well, and actually it's Peter. Peter is gathering up everything to make the potion to bring Voldemort back. And one of those was bone of the Father unknowingly given. Remember, they dug up Tom Riddle's grave and took the bones. Right, and like I said, that is a mixed bag of answers, so not all of you got that correct. Okay, some of you did answer a little bit of each one. So, but that one was harder. That's why this round is worth slightly more points. And having said that, let's go ahead and look at our leaderboard. Alright, we have Bex with an iron grip hold on the lead with 57 points. Now that is this round. At the very end, it should accumulate your points. But for this round, you are at 57, followed by Christina. Christina at 50. So, Hudson dropped a little bit. Diesel, 82, went up a bit at 40. You are currently at 40. You're in 3rd place on that one. Ooh, top 3. All right, I'm just waiting for it to come back. Allison, Tiffany, Craig, Sticker, Hufflepuff, Blake dropped a little bit. Okay, we got Voldemort at 0. Voldemort, this is your question. It brought you back. You didn't answer it. All right. So now you can see your standings here. Ava and Hayden. We have Anna. Victor Crumb Fan Club. The Victor Crumb Fan Club. Goblet of Fire. All right, moving on to question number 6. Question 6. Vernon Dursley works for what company? Is it Drillings, Smeltings, Grandings, or Grunnings? Woo! That was fast. Still have a few more seconds to answer. If you have not answered, you still have time. Alright, a few more seconds. If you're surrounded by people, ask them. I have no problem you guys asking a friend. Alright, that is time. And again, mixed bag of answers on this one except for the last one. Correct answer is, of course, Grunnings. Uncle Vernon works for the company Grunnings. It is a drill company. They make drills. He spends a lot of time yelling at people, which puts him in a very good mood. Now, that was not the top answer. The top answer was actually Smeltings. Remember that Smeltings is Uncle Vernon's former preparatory school, and that is also where Dudley will be attending in the fall in Book 1. Whereas Harry was going to attend the local public school. So yeah, that was a little deceiving there, because he probably did recognize the word Smeltings. But yeah, Grunnings is only ever mentioned like once. Alright, I hope all of you are still having a pretty good time. We're going to move on to question 7. We're quickly approaching the end of round 2. Alright, question number 7. True or false? There are 27 nuts in one sickle. Is that true or is that false? No, we're split pretty evenly right now, guys. Still a few more seconds. Few seconds. All right, and that is time. Correct answer? That is true. There are 27 nuts to one sickle. All right, real quick, just for those on the chat, how many sickles in a galleon? Oh, no one's answering. That's alright, I thought it would just be fun. Aaron answered on Hungered. There are not 100 sickles in one galleon. No. It's 29. That is false. There are not 29 sickles in one galleon. Uh-oh, I think I may have started something in the chat here. Oh, I'm sorry. 29. No, you're right. You're correct. Why did I put 27? Hang on a second. Okay, see? We found an error. There are 29 nuts in a sickle, not 27. So the answer is wrong. Okay, that one was my fault. So now I gotta go ahead and make note of it. See, I told you. There was probably going to be some kind of error that we didn't catch in testing, and you caught it. So to everybody, I apologize for that. There are not 27. Thanks for the free point. I was wrong. Okay, so you guys go ahead and in your heads mentally give yourselves those points. Welcome to the world of teaching. I teach some of the classes at the library. I don't have someone who tells me I'm wrong. Okay, but yeah, 29. I apologize for that. Question 7 is a freebie for everybody. I wonder if I can actually do something like that here. Oh, also to answer the question, 17 sickles to a galleon. I don't know if I can change that for anybody. I don't even think I can replay the question. Nope. Okay, so now we know we can't do that. That's okay, we still like you. Thank you, Kimberly. Alright, question number 8. Where did Severus Snape grow up? Is it Spider's End, Spinner's End, Silver's End, or Snape's End? Alright, we got a couple of answers here. So I'll have a few more seconds if you haven't answered. Okay, 60% of you did answer correctly. A few more seconds. Alright, and that is time. Correct answer is Spinner's End. Severus Snape, he also lived there. He lives in Spinner's End. And we do get a glimpse of it in Half-Blood Prince, where Narcissa visits Snape in his home along with Bellatrix, and they form the unbreakable vow that he will protect Draco at all costs. Alright, now some of you did go ahead and answer Silver's End. Very, very close. And someone did say Spider's End. But no one picked Snape's End. Ouch, that was a tough one. Thank you. Since it really is only mentioned about twice. At the very beginning of Half-Blood Prince, and I think one other time. Okay, and sadly, all the memories we do get from Spinner's End are not happy ones for Snape. And we learned that during the legitimacy lessons. Alright. Question number 9. Besides making the elixir of life, what else can the Philosopher's Stone do? Can it keep the user from dying, turn any metal into gold, turn a user into a creature, or duplicate objects? What else, besides making the elixir of life, what can the Philosopher's Stone do? Why is it so coveted? I mean, we know why Voldemort wants it, but why would anybody else want it? Alright, that is time. And a lot of you did get it correctly. I did purposely make this one kind of tricky. So, correct answer. Correct answer is turn any metal into gold. Now, the next top answer was turn the user... Oh, I'm sorry. Turn the user into a... Oh, I'm sorry. Keep the user from dying. The answers are mixed here in my results page. So the next most popular answer was to keep the user from dying. Remember, that's what the elixir of life does. The elixir of life will keep you from dying even if you're an inch from death. However, the question was, besides making the elixir of life? What else can the Philosopher's Stone do? And another thing that they can do is turn any metal into a precious metal like gold. Okay, hope you guys aren't angry with me for the purposeful trickery there. Alright, final question of round 2. And then we'll also see the stats. And then I might change my tie again. Who knows? Stick around. Alright. 10th and final question of round 2. Who takes the place of the fat lady at the entrance of the Gryffindor common room in Prisoner of Azkaban? Is it Sir Cadogan, the Fat Friar, Professor Rolanda Hooch, or is it Peeves? Who takes the place of the fat lady at the entrance of the Gryffindor common room in Prisoner of Azkaban? Oh! Keep going, keep going. The answers are presented to me in a bar graph, and they just keep going up and oh, come on, guys. A few of you haven't answered yet. A few more seconds. You got this. Oh, that's time. I don't think everyone was able to answer. Correct answer, Sir Cadogan. Sir Cadogan is that funny little knight with the fat pony. He takes the place of the fat lady because she has run off after she believes she was attacked. Her portrait was attacked by Sirius Black. Turns out she was right, because Sirius Black did have all of the Gryffindor common room questions. Remember that the fat... Good question. This is keeping me on my toes for sure. Thanks, Diana. Remember that Neville had written down all of the answers, and somehow they got bonus points for the name of the pony. I forgot the name of the pony. Delta got me. I forgot the name of the pony. I'll admit that right now. I don't remember. He was never my favorite character. And then we do see him again in, I believe it's Order of the Phoenix. And just as annoying as always. And remember that somehow Sirius Black had all the answers. Turns out that the questions were taken from Neville's bedside table and given to Sirius Black. That's why the fat lady she wasn't aware that it was wrong, since he... oh, you guys are trying to answer the pony question. Since she wasn't really aware, and when questioned by the teacher, she did say he had all of the passwords written down on little pieces of paper. And I believe it's McGonagall who asked very severely who wrote all the passwords on a piece of paper, and Neville really meekly raised his hand, and that's how the chapter ends. You know Parks and Rec, Aaron? That might come in handy in a few weeks. Who knows? Stick around. Alright, that is the 10th and final question of round 2. Stay tuned for that. Alright, we are also up to 28 players now. Hello, anybody new? We just finished round 2. So let's go ahead and see the rankings for this round. The rankings for this round. Oh my gosh, I don't even think we got to triple digits last time. Bex with, again, I mean, you're just sweeping this whole thing. Bex is leading with 115 points, having answered 8 of the 10 questions in this round correctly, followed by Hufflepuff Blake, who came right back to now take second place with 78 points. We have Christina knocking down, I don't remember who else was there. Was someone else there after the 5th question? I don't remember. But Christina up to 71 points. Followed by, and I'm just waiting for everyone else to come back, followed by Tiffany, Ava, Allison, Krieg, Anna, Hogwarts Hudson. Oh, Hogwarts Hudson. Told you she was never lost on HP Trivia. Also, Hufflepuff Blake holding on to 78 despite the fact that they didn't answer all the questions. 6 out of the 10. All right, now that we're finished with round 2, let's go ahead and show the multi-game ratings. Hopefully this will work. The multi-game ratings, which will take into account your round 1 and round 2 scores. We have Bex just holding on to everything, 205 points, combined points of round 1 and round 2. Followed by Hufflepuff Blake at 163, followed by Tiffany at 148. Hogwarts Hudson, 4th place. You can still take this. You're at 137. You're very, very close. Look at us, 7, 8, and 9. Hang on, I gotta wait for it to come back. Yeah, and it's still taking a while to come back. Oh, I'm not sure it's gonna come back. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Yep, there you are. Christina, Krieg, Allison, Diesel. It looks like our moderator is rooting for Hudson. I can't be biased, but I'm about as biased as Lee Jordan is during a game of Quidditch. Alright, so congratulations everyone for making it through round 2. Hopefully you did see that was a little bit harder, but hopefully you did enjoy that. Now, I am going to go away for a couple of seconds, and I'll be right back. How dare you say it's a clip-on? How dare you? See, no clip-on here. If there's one thing you learn in the Harry Potter fandom, it's how to tie a tie. Hudson has his Potter robes on with wand in hand. I have a lot of lights surrounding me at the moment, and I did consider putting on everything. For example, here's my vest. But I thought it would probably get too hot in here. Although, when it comes to wands, here's mine. I have it in a holster and everything. This isn't a particular character's wand. This is actually just a wand design I really liked from a website. It is also made of actual wood, so no resin here. And I have had this since 2007 at least. Then I bought this holster. I go to a few conventions and I saw it once and I just had to have it. Unicorn hair. No, mine is not unicorn hair. Although it is a little hollow inside. I haven't actually checked to see what it is. But yeah, you're not the only one sporting stuff. I just couldn't wear the whole getup. Alright, so you can see I did go ahead and change my tie. This one is reflective of what would probably be the style at Hogwarts now, where it's the skinny tie. Move that up. It's a clip-on hashtag. Alright, we're moving on to round 3. Now let's remember that this one is that special round I had mentioned. I will be warping all of you over to round 3. So let me go ahead and do that while I talk. Moving everybody, and I'm going to wait for everyone to populate. So you should see on your screens now what I have on mine. Harry Potter Trivia Round 3. The game will begin shortly. If you need to take a break for whatever reason, go ahead and take a minute. Okay. So this is the round where I have the gifts in the stream. So if you can see me right now, you will be able to see the gifts. However, if you're playing on mobile, you're not going to be able to see these. I can't get on. It says too many players are on. Hi, Ava. We are at capacity. We're also at round 3. I'm not sure if it would let you on. Are you trying the code PNUXS? We are at capacity. It says we're at 35 players right now. Okay, some of you who were at the other one, why are you being kicked off? You can go ahead and see, use PNUXS, no go. Okay, I'm not sure why some of you did not get warped correctly. Okay, I'm trying to see why it isn't working. It says that all existing participants can still answer, but no one new can go ahead and come in. Yeah, because it says we're up to 37 players, but I haven't seen 37 people participate. Lost in time, in space. Alright, let's see. Crowd activity. Alright, I can't go ahead and change anything on my side. Okay, yeah, Kimberly's right. Let's see if everyone can go ahead and try it again. I'm reloading mine. I'm trying to see if I can boot everybody and just have the people who are here participate, but I can't find that option. Okay. The maximum number of players on this trivia game has been reached. Please try again shortly. So I'm trying to see if I can just boot everyone and have it start again. Going to reset it. Okay, everyone go ahead and try again. I got 14 out of 20. I went ahead and reset it, so you may have been just pushed out. Okay, Ava is in, Diana is in. Keep talking to me, guys. I can't see who all is in or not. I can only see numbers. I'm up to 14 of 20. Okay, Christina is back. Okay, yep, moderator saying that we're looking pretty good for our original group. I am showing 14 of 20, so if you know anyone who's been trying to get in, or would just like to go ahead and participate for the last round, we have a few more spots. We have about 6 spots left. Tiffany in, but Hufflepuff Blake got kicked. Should we go ahead and wait for him? I don't know if they're trying to come back in. Yep, looks like Hufflepuff Blake is out. Not sure where they are. I'm gonna give them a minute, see if they can go ahead and come back in. I'm up to 15. Someone kept back. He's trying. Someone got back in. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and give them a little bit. I think we're fine, guys. We're at 6:30. Again, this was the very first time we're doing this, and we just weren't sure how long it would take. This is about as long as our test run took, and I also did this again last night, and this is around how long it took. Alright. Hufflepuff Blake is back. Welcome back, Blake. Back, Blake. So we're at about 6:30, so we're probably going to go ahead and in the future mark these events as possibly 2 hours. I marked it as 90 minutes because I really didn't know. Again, you guys are the very first ones to be trying this, and we have already found a few errors. Okay, we're at 15 of 20 players. Are we waiting for anyone else? Let's do The Office next. We are way ahead of you on that one. You know, but that does bring a point. I was going to go ahead and bring it up at the end, but right now, just in case anyone might still be trying to come back or went off to do something between rounds, I'll go ahead and say it now, and I'll go ahead and repeat it at the end. I hope you would like The Office. We do have a few of these trivia events planned. This just happened to be the first one. And if you have any suggestions other than The Office, we're actually right on that right now, for trivia categories that you'd like to go ahead and try, let us know. Disney is a possibility, but Disney is so broad, we're going to have to limit it. Are we talking the Silver Age Disney? Are we talking Renaissance Age Disney? Are we talking straight to home video Disney? Which one are we talking about? Are we strictly talking Princess Disney? We'll be doing, moderator is correct. We'll be doing Star Wars trivia on May 4th, and The Office trivia will be hosted sometime in May. But it's getting put together. We will give you guys enough time, possibly a whole week, in anticipation when it would be, just like we did with this trivia. This summer we'll have 3 online trivia, so I'm just reading the chat right now. We do have 3 more, and those are official now. Those have set dates. We do have Friends. We have The Simpsons, and we also have a horror-themed one in August. So that is a horror movie thing, from Dracula to Midsummer. Okay, Hunger Games, please. I will let the person who knows quite a bit about the Hunger Games know. Maybe that would be something they would like to try. Let's see, maybe split into categories. Yeah, if we split Disney into categories, it would help. For the Star Wars one coming up on May 4th, we are actually focusing specifically on the original trilogy, just so that we can still have some material for further trivia in the future. Okay, in for Simpsons trivia, you're more than welcome, Delta. Tell everybody. And we have more here. We hope to see you again. Additional info will be on our website, our social media, and our summer newsletter, which you'll receive in the mail. So we are still releasing our summer newsletter. There will be 3 trivia events there and a number of other events. Star Wars Day, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Diana. We had to go ahead and have it on May 4th. For those of you who may have participated, we had our Star Wars Escape Room on May 4th last year. Seinfeld, I didn't even think about Seinfeld. I think I know someone who might be very interested in doing that. So again, just let us know if you come up with something later on. We have all of our social media. I can go ahead and display it again in a little bit. Send us a message, through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter. We are not recording this trivia game. I wanted to go ahead and see if that would be something alright with everybody before I did go ahead and record it. We can record all the new trivia games, but we could also have comments open on that. Or Divergent. Okay, we also have Divergent. When is the Friends trivia? I should know that off the top of my head, shouldn't I? Let's see. It is sometime in June. So it is, the trivias are certain Thursdays. It is June 4th. Oh, and you can see my clock now. So it is June 4th, and it is scheduled for, I believe it's June 4th, now that I think about it. I just did this last night, too. And it is scheduled for 5 o'clock, which is something else I was going to ask. Give us feedback. Is 5 o'clock an okay time? It does look like we're going to be pushing 2 hours in these events. So is that alright? Should we move it up to 4 o'clock? I felt 5 o'clock may be alright. We definitely didn't want to have it as late as we do events at the library, since we are able to be here a little earlier. So 5 o'clock. Okay, and all of that information will, slightly in the future, you will have to wait a little bit, will be available on our page, frvpld.info, for Fox River Valley Public Library District.info. That will be in our calendar. It's not there yet, but it will be in a little bit. Is there trivia tomorrow? There will not be trivia tomorrow. The next trivia that has been scheduled is the Star Wars one on May 4th, which is a Monday. So that will probably be the only trivia game we have on another day other than a Thursday. That one is on Monday because May 4th falls on a Monday this year. Do 4 or 3. This is the middle of dinner hour. That's a good point. 4 doesn't seem so bad. Again, give us feedback. Reach out to us on any of our social media. Mention that hopefully you liked this trivia event, but would like to suggest maybe an earlier time. 4 o'clock doesn't seem too bad. Maybe 4:30, somewhere along that way. All right, we are still at 15 of 20, so I feel comfortable moving on. Now, again, this is the gift round. So if you can see me right now, you should see the gifts. The gifts will be represented at the top, and you will still see the crowd per page at the bottom of the screen. And a lot of these gifts have quotes. Part of the quote is blocked out. It will be your task to complete the quote. Not all of them are like that, but some of them are. If you can't see the stream right now, or are going back and forth, you will not see the gift, but you will still be able to answer the question. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start. Question number 1. This is not a practice question. This one will count for your total points. Oh, 4 o'clock is better. Prepping our dinner now, hoping not to miss any questions. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a lot of feedback for 4 o'clock. So that's definitely something we're going to go ahead and consider. Let me go ahead and start the trivia now. Question number 1. Question number 1, you should also be able to see the GIF. Complete this Dumbledore quote from Half-Blood Prince. I'm not worried, Harry. I'm blank. What is it? I'm strong, all right, with you, powerful. And these are worth 10 points. Oh, I just realized there's no music playing for these. Okay, a few more seconds, I'd like to see the results summary. Ooh, very good. Those who have answered already, we have 87% correct. Alright, and that is time. The correct answer . The correct answer being, I am not worried, Harry, I am with you. And this is during the cave scene in Half-Blood Prince. It's a very powerful scene. You get a whole role reversal here. You have this very powerful wizard having been sort of brought down by this potion he had to drink, and Harry had to be the one taking care of him at this point. Alright, and most of you got that correct. There were a few people that didn't. It's alright, this is just the first question. Let's go ahead and move on to question number 2. Question number 2. Complete Sirius's quote from Order of the Phoenix. The world isn't split into good people and bad people, Voldemort, Death Eaters, evil people. I think part of me is disappearing over here. Yep, I'm disappearing. All right, so that is time and mixed bag of answers on this one. The correct answer for this one is Death Eaters. The world is not split between good people and Death Eaters. Okay, so I think those two have been pretty good. Alright, before moving on to question 3, for those of you hoping to avoid Deathly Hallows spoilers, this one is... Oh, someone else came in. Welcome, Matt. Hello. For those of you hoping to avoid Deathly Hallows spoilers, question number 3 is directly from Deathly Hallows Part 2. So you may want to go ahead and look away right now. Okay, I'll go ahead and put it in the chat when it's safe to come back. Alright, moving on to question number 3. Question. Complete Neville's quote from Deathly Hallows Part 2. They didn't die in vain, but you will, because Harry lives, will fight you, you're evil, you're wrong. What does Neville say? A few questions. Alright, 50% of the answers are correct. And it looks like we are at time. So, correct answer on this one. Sorry, I gotta scroll down really quickly. They didn't die in vain, but you will, because you're wrong. Neville, completely proving he belongs in Gryffindor, is standing up to Voldemort, just telling all of them, you're going to die in vain because you are wrong. Okay, I'm just catching up with the chat and making sure that everyone did go ahead and answer. We did have, let me just see really quickly. Got 740. Okay, so we have just under, that's weird, just under 20 questions, and there are 15 participants. Okay, I'm not gonna get caught up with the math. All right, so now you can see how the gift rounds are going. This is an experiment that we're doing. This could easily be a video clip, this could be a sound clip, anything like that. But you can see that if you're only playing the crowd per side and not on the stream, you will not be able to see these. If you do like this or have any sort of feedback on it, go ahead and reach out to us on our social media. We'll go ahead and read it. Everything gets taken into consideration. All right, question number 4. This is not a complete the quote. This is simply a regular question. The question is, what is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? What is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? Is it a horse, a boar, a hare, or a fox? Oh, some of you are so good, aren't you? You're so good. Few more seconds. Come on, guys. Few more answers. Oh, getting there. Oh, all right. We are at time. The answer, what is Luna Lovegood's Patronus? Luna Lovegood's Patronus is a hare. And you can kind of see it right here in the GIF here. I was told you can kind of see the bunny ears sticking out. I may have lost a second because I was looking for rabbits. Oh, okay. No, yeah, it's if you look at canon, it's hare. It's always described as a hare. But then, what's going on with all the other answers? So we know hare is Luna's Patronus, but the boar, which is another one of the answers, that actually belongs to Ernie Macmillan, the Hufflepuff who can't shut up. Now it gives us all a really bad name along with Justin. Well, maybe not a whole bad name, but I mean, come on, no one ever said Ernie's my favorite character. The horse, that is Ginny's Patronus. Ginny can go ahead and form a horse. And a fox is Seamus. Seamus's Patronus is a fox. Alright, the next one is another GIF. It is not a finish the quote, it is simply a question. Question number 5. Question number 5. From Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, what is Newt's full name? What is Newt's full name? Is it Newton Artemis Fido Scamander, Newton Fido Scamander, Newton Artemis Scamander, or simply Newt Scamander? Ooh, look at him move. Build. Mixed bag of answers here. A few more seconds. I think everybody already answered. And that is time. We are at time. And correct answer for this question is Newton Artemis Fido Scamander is Newt's full name. Okay, and the other ones are just simply a variation of his middle names, Newton Artemis and Newton Fido. But yeah, that's his full name. Incidentally, if any of you guys have ever played the LEGO Dimensions series and ever played the Fantastic Beasts level, I recommend it. It's really fun. One of his little catchphrases is his whole name, Newton Artemis Fido Scamander at your service. Also, proud Hufflepuff. Alright, so, it looks like, many of you did not answer this one correctly, so I stumped some of you on this one. 3 of you did answer this correctly, so very good. And that is the end of question 5, so let's go ahead and see our leaderboard. How are we doing for round 3? Alright, so our leaderboard, I'm going to let's catch up. We have Bex with barely in the lead at 38 points, having answered 4 of the last 10 questions. We have Hufflepuff Blake at a very, very close second with 37 points, having answered 5 out of the 10 questions. And we have Creek Fam. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. Kim's gaining on Becca. Christina, they're coming. And they have 35 points. And now I'm just waiting for this to repopulate. Takes a while to come back, doesn't it? Okay, Tiffany, Peacock, Allison, Anna, Ava, Diesel. Sorry, everyone else left. Mandy, I can't see that. And then Lauren at 0. Lauren, we're at 0. I don't know if maybe they're the ones that warped back. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them in the chat. I'm not sure if they're still playing. If you're still playing, hi. And then Hogwarts Hudson at 12. You're at 18, man. No way I can beat the great and powerful Bex. Hey, who would have thought of... Actually, I just thought that was going to be a spoiler. So you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Alright, moving on to question number 6. Question number 6, we return to the complete the quote. Now we have entered Fantastic Beasts territory, as you can see with this question. Now we're going to start going into Fantastic Beasts. Alright, the question number 6. Complete Newt's quote from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Well, my philosophy is that worrying means you haven't lived, are too cautious, think too much, suffer twice. Complete the quote. Well, my philosophy is that worrying means you what? Oh, we're good. We're good. A few of you have yet to answer. That's all right. 60% of you do have the correct answer. All right, and we are at time. So the correct answer on this one is suffer twice. My philosophy is that worrying means you suffer twice before he goes headfirst into an erumpent. If you remember this scene from Fantastic Beasts, they're in Central Park trying to catch the erumpent, and Newt does that dance. Okay, and most of you did get that correct. Some of you did think too much. I think too much. Haven't lived and are too cautious. Those are really good answers too. Some of you did select that. All right, we're getting really close to the end of round 3. We are at question 7. Remember that round 3 is the last round. It's another complete the quote, and it also comes to us from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Let me go ahead. Question number 7. Complete this quote from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Tina, was it opened? Newt, just a what? Just a tad? Just a bit? Just a smidge? Just a hair? Was it opened? Just a what? Oh, mixed bag of answers. 53% of you do have the correct answer. A few more seconds for anyone who hasn't answered yet, but I think that's everybody. No, we are missing some. All right, and that is time. And the correct answer for this one, it is just a smidge. Newt's case was open just a smidge, and a lot of the beasts came out and they had to go ahead and track them down. Okay, so a lot of you did go ahead and get that correct. Some of you did put a bit, a tad, a hair. Again, purposely deceitful answers. You could have easily said any of those. All right, question number 8 comes to us. We're going to go head right back into Harry Potter territory. And it is another complete the quote, but this one is a two-parter. You'll see in a second. Question number 8. Complete Dudley's quote from Sorcerer's Stone. Blank, but last year I had blank. Is it 33, 34, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36, 37? Blank, but last year I had blank, referring to his presence. From the Zoo Visit chapter in Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, whichever version you read. All right, 73% of you have the correct answer. And the correct answer is, of course, 36. 36, but last year I had 37. And he may not have gone, the Dursleys as a whole didn't get as much screen time as we would have liked. What a little brat. I couldn't agree more there, Kimberly. What a little brat. The Dursleys didn't get as much screen time in the movies, especially for something like Dudley's transformation after the events of Order of the Phoenix, and then what little we do see in in Half-Blood Prince, and then of course what we do end up seeing, and this is not a spoiler, but what we do end up seeing in Deathly Hallows. Kind of wish we had seen more of them portrayed in the movies. They are part of the deleted scenes and the extended cuts and all of that, but from what most of us do see, especially whenever we go to the movies during the re-releases, we just don't see them a lot. Okay, Allison is in agreement. Dudley is a little brat. All right, we're getting close. Our next question is a simple question, and that comes to us from Crimes of Grindelwald. Okay, so question number 9. From Crimes of Grindelwald, what is the name of Newt's brother? From Crimes of Grindelwald, what is the name of Newt's brother? Lorcan Scamander, Artemis Scamander, Rolf Scamander, Theseus Scamander. Okay, a few more seconds. Let me go ahead and see how we're doing. Oh, 67% of you have the correct answer. All right. And it looks like we are at time. So the correct answer for question number 9 is Theseus Scamander. Newt's older brother, he was in Hufflepuff too. He was an excellent student. He was very outgoing. He is Theseus Scamander. Funny enough, Rolf and Lorcan are, and if you know Harry Potter lore, this isn't a spoiler, but Lorcan and Rolf are Newt's grandsons. They are twins, so grandsons. Rolf and Lorcan. And Artemis, I just took the name. So that's Theseus, played by Callum Turner in Crimes of Grindelwald, and he did a really good job. This is excellent casting. Just different enough, but they look like brothers, so it's really good casting. All right, everyone, we have reached the 10th and final question of our Harry Potter trivia. We are just under 2 hours. Hopefully it wasn't bad. Hopefully you had a pretty good time. This last question is a complete the quote, and it comes to us from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Question number 10. Complete Jacob's quote. I want to what? I want to do magic, be a wizard, stay here, do that. Mixed bag of answers. Oh, some of them still coming in. We have a few more seconds. Christina, this is great. Thank you. No, thank you for participating. This was, like I said earlier, you guys are the guinea pigs. You're letting us know everything I'm doing wrong. But also encouraging us so we can continue doing these. Because we do have ideas, and we just want to make sure that this is something that people would enjoy. Let's have fun here. All right, we are at time. You're welcome, Ava. You're welcome, Diana. So, for question number 10, the answer being be a wizard. Jacob wants to be a wizard. Same, Jacob. Same. All right, and that concludes our Harry Potter trivia. All right, and with that, let's see how everyone did in this round. So these are the standings for round 3. Oh, I have some more comments. Thank you for doing this. It's a nice way to have fun during this quarantine. Thank you for and Jason stating, thank you for hanging out with us. Don't forget to join us for the Star Wars one on May 4th. The Office thing will be hosted in May, so look out for that. We will post it in all our social media. We'll give you a good heads up, and we'll probably go ahead and move that up. Remember that we do have 3 more. We have Friends, Simpsons, and Horror Movie. Teen Hogwarts Hudson had a blast as well. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and see how everyone did. These are the round 3 standings, and we will look at all 3 rounds in a minute. So it looks like Bex, should we even be surprised? Hermione with 83 points, leading everybody. Hufflepuff Blake answering 9 of the 10 questions. So it looks like I did get Bex at some point. She answered 9 out of 10. Hufflepuff Blake answered 9 out of 10, so is standing at 71 points for this round. The Krieg family, again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, stands at 62 points, and right now it's moving around. Transformers trivia, we would have to find someone to do Transformers trivia. And Kimberly, I will go ahead and show the the social media content. But when I switch over to that screen, you will no longer be able to see or hear me. So that's the screen you would have seen if you were here during the waiting period. But I'll go ahead and leave that up. We're also going to go ahead and start posting some links in the chat itself. But we have 3 different Instagrams. We have a Facebook, and we do have Twitter, and of course we do have our YouTube channel. Future trivia events, if it's all right with everybody, will be recorded and posted afterwards so they can be replayed. Can you do Percy Jackson trivia? We would have to go ahead and find someone with enough knowledge for Percy Jackson trivia. Okay, so this is the stats for round 3. Let's go ahead and show the multi-game. So these will be for all 3 games. So you should have accumulated all of your points. So for wherever you are right now, that may not be where you are for the whole game. So here we go. Alright, Bex, or let's just call you Hermione at this point, at 288 points, and the clear winner of our Harry Potter trivia, our very first virtual trivia. Hufflepuff Blake, with 234 points, takes second place, and Tiffany, with 199 points, takes third place. I'm just waiting for this to update, and it looks like in 4th. I'm just waiting for it to come right back. We have Hogwarts Hudson with a very close 4th place at 196. Now I'm just getting everyone's names again. And then I'm just waiting for it to be populated. It moves kind of quickly for me. Waiting. Alright, we also have Creek family, Allison, Christina, Anna, Diesel, Peacock, rounding out what looks to be the top 10. So congratulations, everybody. I hope you had a lot of fun. Don't forget to go ahead and let us know what you think using any of our social media platforms. We do have links up in the chat. I will also go ahead and play the opening screen. That would be the opening screen from when we were on our waiting period. So the game will not start, but all of our social media is on there as well. Alright, if there are any more questions or comments someone would like to share on our chat right now. Great job. We need to get our team out the HP after quarantine. HP trivia is always a good idea. Alright everyone, thank you so much for playing. I am going to... Ooh, that cut off very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and show all of our social media. And you won't... my audio will cut out. As you can see, my camera cut out. So again, thank you very much for playing. And go ahead and leave us all of your comments